Mr. Leo Kottke, going to come out here on stage and fasten up this guitar. We're talking about some poetry we'd like to read today on the show, and both of us thought of Walt Whitman. I don't know why, because it's spring, or... I remember when I first read him, I was in high school. I think I was about 17 years old. And I thought that Walt Whitman was 17, too. The great poet of youth and exuberance. Let's read a little bit here from his poem, Song of Myself, and send this out to all the young people who are moving out on the road here in the month of May and June. I celebrate myself and sing myself, and what I assume you shall assume, for every atom belonging to me as good belongs to you. I loaf and invite my soul. I lean and loaf at my ease, observing a spear of summer grass. My tongue, every atom of my blood, formed from this soil, this air, born here of parents born here, from parents the same and their parents the same. I, now 17 years old, in perfect health, begin, hoping to cease not till death. Nature without check, with original energy. I will go to the bank by the wood and become undisguised and naked. The smoke of my own breath echoes, ripples, whispers. My respiration and inspiration, the beating of my heart, the passing of blood and air through my lungs, the sniff of green leaves and dry leaves, and of the shore and sea rocks and of hay in the barn. The delight alone, or in the rush of the streets, or along the fields and hillsides, the feeling of health, the song of me rising from bed and meeting the sun. I've heard what the talkers were saying, the talk of the beginning and the end. But I do not talk of the beginning or the end. There was never any more inception than there is now, nor any more youth or age than there is now, and will never be any more perfection than there is now, nor any more heaven or hell than there is now. Urge and urge and urge, always the procreant urge of the world. Out of the dimness, opposites, equals advance, always substance and increase, always sex, always a knit of identity, always distinction, always a breed of life. Who goes there, hankering, gross, mystical, nude? How is it I extract strength from the beef I eat? What is human? What am I? What are you? In all people, I see myself, none more and not one less, and the good or bad I say of myself, I say of them. I know I am solid and sound. To me, the converging objects of the universe perpetually flow. All are written to me, and I must get what the writing means. I know I am deathless. I know this orbit of mine cannot be swept by a compass. I know I shall not pass into the night. I know I am august. I do not trouble my spirit to vindicate itself or be understood. I see that the elementary laws never apologize. I exist as I am. That is enough. If no other in the world be aware, I sit content. And if each and all be aware, I sit content. One world is aware, and by far the largest to me, and that is myself. And whether I come into my own today or in 10,000 or 10 million years, I can cheerfully take it now, or with equal cheerfulness, I can wait. I dote on myself. There is that lot of me and all so luscious. Each moment and whatever happens thrills me with joy. That I walk up my stoop, I pause to consider if it really be. A morning glory at my window satisfies me more than the metaphysics of books. To behold the daybreak, the little light fades, the immense and diaphanous shadows, the air tastes good to my palate. I think I could turn and live with animals. They are so placid and self-contained. I stand and look at them long and long. They do not sweat and whine about their conditions. They do not lie awake in the dark and weep for their sins. Not one is dissatisfied. Not one is demented with the mania of owning things. Not one kneels to another, nor to his kind that lived thousands of years ago. Not one is respectable or unhappy over the whole earth. It is time to explain myself. Let us stand up. I am an acme of things accomplished, and I an encloser of things to be. Rise after rise bow phantoms behind me. Far down I see the huge first nothing. I know I was even there. I waited unseen and always and slept through the mist and took my time. Long was I hugged close, long and long. Immense have been the preparations for me. Faithful and friendly the arms that have helped me. Cycles ferried my cradle, rowing like cheerful boatmen. For room to me, stars kept aside in their own rings. They sent influences to look after what was to hold me. Before I was born out of my mother, generations guided me. My embryo has never been torpid. Nothing could overlay it. All forces have been steadily employed to complete and delight me. Now on this spot I stand with my robust soul. I tramp a perpetual journey. My signs are a rainproof coat, good shoes. I have no chair, no church, no philosophy. But each man and each woman of you I lead up, my left hand hooking you round the waist, my right hand pointing to landscapes of continents and the public road. Not I, not anyone else can travel that road for you. You must travel it for yourself. It's not far. It's within reach. Perhaps you've been on it since you were born and did not know. Perhaps it's everywhere on water and on land. Shoulder your duds, son, and I will mine, and let us hasten forth. Wonderful cities and free nations we shall take as we go. If you tire, give me both burdens and rest your hand on my hip, and in due time you shall repay the same service to me. This day before dawn I ascended a hill and looked at the crowded heaven. Long enough have you dreamed contemptible dreams. Now I wash it from your eyes. You must accustom yourself to the dazzle of the light and of every moment of your life. Long have you timidly waded, holding a plank by the shore. Now I will you to be a bold swimmer, to jump off in the midst of the sea. Rise again, nod to me, shout, and dash with your hair. I am the teacher of athletes. He that by me spreads a wider breast than my own proves the width of my own. He most honors my style who learns under it to destroy the teacher. The spotted hawk swoops and accuses me. He complains of my gab and my loitering. I too am not a bit tamed. I too am untranslatable. I sound my barbaric yawp over the roofs of the world. The last scud of day holds back for me. I depart as air. I shake my white locks at the sun. I bequeath myself to the dirt to grow from the grass I love. If you want me again, look for me under your boot soles. You will hardly know who I am or what I mean, but I shall be good health to you nevertheless, and filter and fiber your blood. Failing to find me at first, be encouraged. Missing me one place, search another. I stop somewhere, waiting for you. Thank you, Leo.